Vampires, ASMR, and only 5 isekais? Yes, the fall 2021 anime season is just around the corner, and this is my top 10 anime that you should be excited for the fall 2021 anime season. This list is in no particular order, but definitely before you leave, go down in the comments down below and let me know what you're most excited for the fall 2021 anime season. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Takt Opus Destiny came out with an amazing trailer, and this is showing the efforts between both Mappa and Madhouse who will be working together on the series. So far, everything looks to be like a visually pleasing with some really fantastic music, but at the same time, I'm really kind of hesitating on it just because I want to see if there's anything behind there. But so far, visually, it looks beautiful, and the premise so far has really got me, so definitely looking forward to this series. For my second one, I have one that's kind of a personal favorite of mine. I've always loved the Yukino As a Hero series, and we have the third season, Yukino As a Hero, the Great Monkai chapter coming out, and I cannot be more thrilled to jump into this series once again. Yes, it's sort of a magical girl show, but it has so much more heart behind it. It kind of likens me to something like Madoka Magica, but not as dark, but it still has this sense of urgency, this sense of dread behind it that I've always loved because it's the heart from the characters that come from those experiences that I've always loved, and I cannot wait for more of this series. For my next one is more of an obscure title that you may not have heard of, but it's Taisho Otome Fairy Tale or Taisho Maiden Fairy Tale. And based on both the PV and the synopsis, I'm getting really excited for this series. It follows a guy who is outcast by his father because he gets injured, but later on his father ends up buying a maiden to be sent to him as his wife, and it kind of follows this element of a guy who is pretty much given up on life, who is reinvigorated by the heart of this girl who ends up falling in love with him. And so far, like I said, from the PV and the synopsis, I'm really excited for this series. I think it's going to be a liken to something like The Duke of Death and His Maid, but more of a serious and more romantic side of it, and I just cannot wait for it. Yes, it wouldn't be this list complete without Demon Slayer. Yes, I am super excited for the second season of Demon Slayer, specifically the Entertainment District arc, and it's exciting because we're going to get 2 cores of the series. Ufotable is doing an amazing job on the series, and I continue to love it. The movie was fantastic, and I just cannot wait for more to dive into this world and keep getting more and more of just a world full of demons and just a good boy that just wants to take care of people. Going back into the realm of things that people might not know about that you should keep your eye out for is Selection Project. Yes, it is an idol show, but there's a few elements here that I'm really excited about. One being the fact that it is Dogakobo, which is a studio that I have always loved. There's a couple falls they've had so far, but they've always had a knack for creating very lively characters, and their animation in these very cutesy, yes, but very lively shows that I've always enjoyed. It's always brought a smile to my face. Couple that in with a great director that has worked on things like Wataten and done episode work for a lot of PA Works titles, as well as the character designer behind Rent a Girlfriend, which, if you have problems with that series, you can admit the girls were cute. But yes, I'm definitely looking for Selection Project, an idol show that I think will have a lot of new things to present, and I'm looking forward to it. Also, another title from Dogakobo is My Senpai is Annoying. This is a series that we've been keeping an eye on for quite a while, ever since it was announced that it was getting adapted. It has a sense of that almost contrast aspect where you have a really tall guy and a really short girl. They're both working together. There's a lot of elements of her not wanting to accept his kindness and eventually having feelings for him. And so far, based on the PV, it looks really adorable. Now, granted, if you watch the PV, you're probably going to get the entire series spoiled. It does seem like they've possibly adapted the entire thing already. They just have to broadcast it. But I'm definitely looking forward to it. It looks super cute. And plus, again, Dogakobo just has a knack for bringing characters to life and making them really fun and really goofy at times and really cute at times. And I'm definitely looking forward to My Senpai is Annoying. Returning from its airing in spring, I am super excited to have 86 return. Yes, 86 Part 2, second season. I don't know, originally they called it Part 2, but either way, I'm really excited for the series. Now, I did hesitate to put this on my list, mainly because I've heard a lot of negativity surrounding where they would go from here. Now, granted, I'm not spoiling anything here. I have not got anything spoiled for me, but there's just a negativity there that does have me worried about this series. But even still, I love the first season so much, and I am interested to see where this writer would take this series from this point on. And I do have faith in them actually doing something that will surprise me and will excite me. So even still, I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to more. I don't know if Sawano Hiroyuki will be working on the season. He's been listed some places and not other places. I do hope he returns there and gives us that same great music to kind of impact each scene. But even still, either way, Looking forward to 86 Part 2, definitely is on my list. And if you've not checked out the first season, definitely do so and be ready for the second season. I hope nobody thought that this was not going to be on my list. Yes, Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation Part 2. I am beside myself with excitement. This series has been absolutely almost pretty much perfection. I've loved everything about it. The way that it has been portrayed, the story itself is so in-depth. It has so much character within it. And not only that, but Studio Bind doing this amazing work in the animation department that really does bring the characters to life. There is something to be said about something that creates immersion, and that is by having animation that is so fluid and something that makes you feel like you're there. I love the characters, I love the comedy, the storytelling, the pacing, everything about this series has been utter perfection. And it's sad that it gets marred by the fact that nobody wants to give it a chance because it is an isekai, but it's one of those isekais that kind of stands out from the crowd, that does new things, that does incredible things, and does it so well. I am so happy that this series has been pretty much slated to have a full adaptation because it deserves it, and I cannot wait for Studio Bind to continue to complete the series, and I'm looking forward to where it goes from here. For the next one I have is the Hike story, and this is one of those series that I kind of have a feeling that I'm going to have to continue to shout at the top as heels for people to check out, because everything behind it has me really excited. Now granted, I've not always been a fan of Science Saru, but I'm a huge fan of Naoko Yamada, who will be directing the series, who has done a ton of phenomenal series with Kyoto Animation, as well as Reiko Yoshida, who has also worked with Naoko Yamada on a lot of those titles. Everything here has the signs of being a really incredible story, essentially following this girl Biwa, who is able to prophesize things. She prophesies the end of this certain clan, and all the things that come up behind it. It will be voiced by Aoi, which she is absolutely fantastic. And everything from the PV looks to be something that is going to be incredible, different, unique, with some really solid storytelling behind there, based on a novel that has been pretty much around for a long time. But yeah, the Hike story, definitely looking forward to it. And apparently it's a series that started airing on the 15th, so I'm definitely looking forward to checking that out and letting you guys know what I think of it. And finally, I have my last one. And you know I wasn't going to go this entire video without mentioning this. Yes, Can I Make Your Ears Happy in 180 Seconds? Is my last one. Yeah, this is sort of a joke one. I'm not super serious about this, but it is different, it is weird, and I do love weird and different. And this series does have all that in the makings. It essentially is a first-person anime perspective series that will feature, yes, stereoscopic microphones that will give you an ASMR kind of sensation. So we'll have different, very popular seiyus that will be basically working with a stereo microphone to give you a sense that you're actually in the room in first person. And I don't know if they'll do any kind of storytelling with that, or if it will just be something for, obviously, people that like those seiyus to have them whisper in their ears, but I'm excited to see what they do with it. It's, like I said, it's my weird and different show that does something different with anime, and I'm always kind of excited for those kind of things. So I will be checking out, yes, the ASMR first-person anime of the season. And that's it. That's my 10 anime that I'm super excited about for the fall 2021 anime season. For my honorable mentions, I'll give it to Platinum End, Moon Laika and the Bloodsucking Princess, Mieruko-chan, Kyokai Senki, which apparently is supposed to be a 2D mecha, hand-drawn mecha anime that will have the mechanical designers from Gundam series. And finally, Deep Insanity. I would have put Deep Insanity on my list as well, but there's just nothing known about the series, and I like that. I want to go in there completely blind because I think it's going to be one of those mystery unraveling type of storytelling that I definitely do enjoy. But yeah, with that said, down in the comments below, let me know what you're excited for the fall 2021 anime season. It's going to be an amazing season, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. And I hope that you guys will join us as we go into the season. I will be doing first impressions of all these shows, plus all the other shows of the season, as well as weekly impressions on shows that I really do enjoy. Probably Mushoku Tensei for sure. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like down below. Comment, again, let me know. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share this video if you can. And I definitely appreciate all of our Patreon supporters for their support, and I hope that you'll consider it as well. And I thank y'all for watching, and y'all take care.